one of the most recent and maybe one of the largest changes for people who are selling on TikTok Shop was the change in how GMV Max as the way of doing advertisement is being utilized. And that's now the default when you want to do any kind of ads on TikTok. Can you explain a little bit more what the controversy was there? Because I saw a lot of people also being disappointed that that was being forced upon them, and maybe
Yeah.
also how you use GMV Max nowadays.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And maybe if I start with a quick context here, so maybe people that didn't know how things were in the past, we used to be able to run ads, Spark ads, like the way you would run them on Meta ads. Like basically, you have a lot of control in terms of like the creation of your assets, in terms of the targeting that you want to put. You had a lot of things in hand where you can actually control how things are. And a lot of us appreciated that because at a certain point we have really good media buyers, so we would always prefer like to have that certain type of control. The TikTok shop, being that it is thinking on a futuristic level and seeing how things are going, basically came with the idea of making it easier for brands, not necessarily going into the nitty-gritty details of running your own campaign, but rather having a setup that is called GMV Max, where you'd basically like your sole responsibility with this is that you want to set the budget, you want to set the target of return on investment, maybe small other stuff that you would add there, and then that's it. Like what's really important is the actual type of content, and it lowers a lot the effort from the brand side. Obviously, on an on professionals level, they would like many of us initially were like, we want the control, right? And this is like a normal human behavior. But if you look at it, all platforms are going that direction. And I would say just TikTok Shop is is taking the lead on that. TikTok Shop's objective is to make it easier for you. So what I would say to brands is that if the brand is not successful, TikTok Shop is not making money. So it's in their interest to do something that's going to help you. And with that thinking, basically, you need to just shift your way on how to see the GMV Max campaign and how you can take advantage of it. And that shift would be mostly related to the content that you are producing with your creators. And so focus on that. Make sure that you have the good volume. Let's start with the volume. If you have like few, uh, I don't know, I mean, 40 or 50 videos, it's not enough. Like you need to have more. Uh, and that is basically to help the GMV Max understand what works and what doesn't. And while you are having the volume, you also need to make sure that that is quality volume, right? You need to make sure that you are tapping into what people might be interested to hear and to convert, and then let GMV Max do its job on that end. Obviously, there is still work in there. There are strategies that we put to make sure that it is taking as much value as possible. It's not like just set it and leave it. I wish it was like that. It would have been even easier for everyone. Um, but for like an easy first step, advice is uh, you make sure that you have enough volume and variety of videos before you actually start GMV Max. If we add on top of it the idea of mindset, which is your first 3 months is about reinvesting. Anything that you'd get should be put back into pushing the flywheel. That would make you, for instance, lower your target return on investment because your objective is actually growth. We will get back into the profitability once growth is high enough. And with that mindset, it's going to further help the GMV Max um, really optimize in a better way in terms of volume. The more volume you have, the better GMV Max is able to do its job. And like that is like the high level first step element. We want to keep it as clear to most people who are listening. But again, if you want to go into details, just let me know.